When it comes to finding really great candidates, a lot of people think that it's just a draw of luck. And yeah, there is some truth to that. But do you really just want to leave it up to chance? Specific traits that categorize great employees. And the benefit of hiring great staff is priceless. Studies show that great employees can enhance company culture, positively influence other employees, increase revenue, and problem solve at a much faster rate, work harder, and accomplish challenging goals. Simply put, a regular worker may go to work for a paycheck, while as a great worker can be goal-driven. And this means that they are on a mission to better themselves and their skills. So, how do you distinguish good versus great? Number one, craft a candidate-focused job description. To recruit the best talent, you need to craft a great job description. You really need to understand the type of person that you want to attract. Then write a job description that is designed to appeal to that exact person. This also includes having a level of self-awareness, meaning that you need to look for a person that can elevate your business needs. Writing things like great personality, driven, and hardworking are just very common traits. And it's just a very broad description. What you really want to do is customize. For instance, looking to move up in the company, great problem-solving skills, enjoys a competitive environment, self-motivated, and enjoys wearing different hats. The key is you want to get as specific as possible. Otherwise, you're likely to attract candidates who aren't necessarily a great fit. Oh, and don't forget to mention what the company has to offer to the candidate. Number two, goal. Listen, great employees are driven more than just seeking a paycheck. This can include a money-driven person in the sense that they would like to have a luxury lifestyle. But ultimately, what they're really after is a feeling. And that is your job to find out what that feeling is. Some may like to grow in the company and maybe one day get into a leadership role. Maybe they value having more time at home with the kids or be more hands-on with the clients. What drives them? What makes them feel seen and valued? By taking the time during the interview process to really understand someone's values and goals can really help you understand if, number one, the job is going to be a good fit for them, and number two, if this job is actually going to be even more, like something that can really drive them. Number three, be challenging. Put the candidate in a situation where they're actually more likely to show their true selves. Don't be afraid to challenge the candidate and actually see how they respond. A great employee is able to analyze and react to a situation appropriately no matter the circumstances. The point that I'm trying to make is that this is the part of the interview where you want to bring up their past experiences. And what did they have to do to overcome a challenging situation? But also to tell you of a time where they did not succeed. What you're doing here is that you're ultimately looking for emotional intelligence. Has the employee learned from their lesson? What did they do to better themselves? What did they change in themselves to be better at succeeding? When the employee is emotionally tuned in, they will actually make an effort to better themselves, understand the situation, and resolve any issues. Number four, culture fit. Why is a company culture so important? Well, your environment can actually elevate your morale or make your day-to-day a lot more challenging. Knowing this and knowing that the candidate will fit into your company culture obviously is a huge plus. It's really about finding somebody who understands how your workplace works. The new candidate needs to be in alignment with the lifestyle and the work pace. The person also may need to be okay with working remotely or in person, or maybe a hybrid situation. Of course, it depends on what you offer. Number five, potential. How do you know someone's potential? Basing your judgment on qualifications and resumes alone isn't always the best option. Now let's just say that you are looking for somebody who is willing to learn and who is flexible in their approach to the job. But you found someone who is highly qualified, but they're quite set in their ways and they're not really wanting to expand their knowledge or try different things. How well do you think that's going to work out? So how do you find somebody's potential? How do you figure that out? Well, this is where it goes back to the interview process, where you really want to understand their goals, their passions, and of course, their past experiences. Number 6, loyalty and honesty. Finding a loyal and honest candidate is a dream. Finding somebody who wishes to grow with your company is the best situation possible. Someone who ultimately sees themselves as a part of your business. The standard time frame for people to last in a job averages between 1 to 2 years. So finding somebody who wants to grow with the company is a quality that is really priceless. This means that they're not just investing in themselves, but of course they're investing in your company too. You also want to find a candidate who will be honest if they make a mistake, and of course, want to make it right. This is where in the interview process, you want to ask them a question where they had an instance like this. How did they handle it? Number 7, adaptability and flexibility. With business, anything can change at any moment. Think of what happened with the pandemic. So many businesses had to adapt and change quickly in order to survive. So obviously, if your business requires this, finding people who are adaptable, flexible, and are willing to change and go with the flow will help. You want candidates ultimately who are willing to learn new things, who are open to the idea of change, and maybe tackle some new challenges that aren't in the job description. Basically, you want somebody who looks forward to challenges as opposed to seeing them as an obstacle. In conclusion, don't make the mistake of rushing through the hiring process, and don't hire based on resumes alone. There is so much that you can do to secure a great candidate. So take the time to design the right hiring process for your business. And this will ultimately attract the right people. And of course, weed out the ones that you do not want. Do some research. Maybe get some professional help. And of course, invest in your staff so that they will invest in your business. Of course, we are here to answer any questions that you may have about onboarding your business and the hiring process. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if there are any videos that you would like me to make. Don't forget that we have a ton of videos on our channel about everything to do with hiring, business, and recruiting. So if you would like to learn more and expand your knowledge, hop onto our channel and check some of those videos out. And of course, don't forget to, subscribe, like this video, yada, yada, yada. So if you want to know more, you can go to our website or click the description box below. Mitsuoka Company, because that's who we are.